Hi everyone, it is Rachel with Swine, and I am here in Carthage, Illinois at the Carthage Vet Conference here with Clayton Johnson, who is the lead veterinarian here at Carthage, correct?
Some days.
Some days. So today we had a nice afternoon talking about everything that's happening here at Carthage for pork producers. Let's go over some of the different services that Carthage offers for producers in the swine industry.
Yeah, absolutely. So I can start kind of on the veterinary side of things. Carthage started as a veterinary clinic focused on swine producers, probably right around 35 years ago now. And we offer a whole host of veterinary services related support of producers. So whether it's a biosecurity assessment to see if your farm can prevent disease, or a vaccine protocol, a treatment plan for the diseases that maybe you have to deal with already, or regulatory compliance, everything from PQA, common swine industry audits, making sure we have withdrawal times, how do we manage all those things from a food safety standpoint, and then last but not least, evaluating your spend on veterinary medicine. Everybody's got a budget when it relates to healthcare for themselves and their animals, and so we try to help, put together a plan that not only is good, but also a good value proposition. And so that's kind of the vet side. We have a team of nutritionists that do a great job of formulating diets, evaluating your diet program today, and kind of like with the veterinary medicine spend, trying to make sure you're optimizing that investment. We've got a research team that does contract research, as well as just trying to answer questions that our pig producers have, right? How do we practically make more pigs on a fixed budget? And then we've got a whole host of support teams here in the office, from data analytics, accounting, records, IT, human resources. We really offer producers every component of a pig production business. To a producer who just wants to be an investor, we can manage every facet of their investment. To a pig producer who likes to take care of a lot of the details, but maybe wants to outsource one of those specific technical areas to Carthage, we do that too. So we offer really any sort of service or program that you need to be effective at pig production.
Yeah, so something that was really interesting about our afternoon was discussing everything that you do offer. And for the pork producers that can't afford maybe a full-time vet or a full-time nutritionist, that's where you can step in with kind of an a la carte pricing for producers, or the whole package to an entire company. Let's talk about the different advantages of, let's say, using one of your nutritionists for their swine health.
Yeah, I think one of the advantages that we're going to bring into any producer's operation is perspective. And what I mean by perspective is the ability to look at their farm from a third-party lens and compare their farms to other producers we see, not only here in the United States, but producers we work with all throughout the world. Every farm has unique challenges and opportunities. If you only go to your farm every day, you only see your challenges and your opportunities every day. We have the benefit of going to farms all over the world and understanding maybe different approaches for how to manage things, and we can share some things maybe as an analogy, if nothing else, about how other producers in a similar situation, maybe how we've been able to successfully overcome the challenge we're dealing with today. And so I think that perspective is one of the nice things that we can offer, and certainly, overwhelming technical expertise. Whether you're a nutritionist who spent, 5 years getting a PhD specific in swine nutrition, or a veterinarian like myself that spent 4 years in a veterinary education program, we've got very well trained, very well educated technical people with a lot of competence to come in and give you good, practical, science-based recommendations for the challenges of your pig production system.
Another fascinating part about the Carthage team is you have a whole group, a whole team of data-driven people keeping track of all of this. How does that help? Let's say I am an integrator or a producer and I want to try a test, but I want to keep it confidential. Is that something that you can do for different pork producers out there?
Yeah, absolutely. Number one, with client-patient confidentiality, we're obviously going to keep all of our direct discussions confidential. So no different than you go to your personal doctor and you share things with them. They're not going to be running to the next room gossiping, for lack of a better term, about what's going on there. And so you can absolutely expect that from us. Not to say that, us helping to solve problems isn't going to make us better problem solvers, and we'll leverage those lessons learned. But in terms of, your name, your operation being used as a direct reference, that's never going to happen. And let's say that you're maybe somebody that is a superior producer, somebody who makes products or services, and you want to do research to evaluate, what is the return on investment of this new product, this new technology I want to bring to the market. We absolutely can do that. We have real pig barns with real pigs, modern genetics, modern production situations, just with the extra ability to maybe weigh individual pigs or measure the amount of feed each individual pig is eating, that sort of stuff. So we can get really good data to help demonstrate that return on investment for your idea, your technology, your innovation. So you can then take that data to a pig producer and say, hey, here's the return on the investment for what I'm trying to get you to invest in.
And this is my first time of visiting Carthage in person. And we are standing in a gorgeous library with a test hog barn behind it. Mm-hmm. So if you're looking even to need help with training your staff, training any people that are using your product, you are also a resource for that, correct?
Training is a big part of our business. I get pretty heavily involved in the training programs here. It amazes me how many people we have come in from all over the world. And traditionally, it's been in the parts of the world that are growing in pig production, the parts of the world that maybe have more demand for pork in their local area. They want to build new farms. They want to build modern farms. They want to produce pigs at the level that we do in the United States. And they want to come here. They want to learn how we do it, and they want to see our barn infrastructure. The pig rooms that we have are exact replicas of gestation rooms, farrowing rooms, wean to finish rooms. They get the same feeding systems, the same cranking systems, the same ventilation systems, and we can go in there without the pigs in, and we can play around with different ventilation controllers. We can intentionally set the ventilation up incorrectly, and we can say, hey, let's go in here and troubleshoot. What's wrong? Is there too much air? Is the temperature incorrect? If so, how are we going to fix it using these controllers? And so it really is a nice place to practice and do so in a pretty risk-free environment, because you're not messing with the ventilation with 1,000 pigs in that room that have to sleep there tonight.
Right.
You're doing it in a situation where if we make a mistake, it's a learning mistake. There's no animal performance consequence that comes from our learning curve.
And the animal husbandry as well, that you guys take great pride into.
Absolutely.
Your testing processes. So what's pretty amazing is Carthage is having their conference tomorrow, and it is going to be available also in Spanish, mm-hmm. which is a big deal.
Yeah, more and more of our caretakers, Spanish is their primary language, and we absolutely want our people that come to our conference to take practical, take-home actions back to their farm. We want them at the end of the day to say, here is the 3 to 5 things that I can go change my operation. I can make the quality of pigs better in my farm. I can make life easier for me, work smarter, not harder, right? And we want that information to get to the people at the farm, whatever language we need to share it in to help make that happen. We are more than happy to help make sure we've got translators there to make that happen.
So, well, thank you very much, Clay. And if people are wanting more information on Carthage's services to pork producers or as an individual, as a vendor, how can they get a hold of you guys?
Yeah, we've got a website. I think most pork producers probably aren't looking for a ton of help on the internet generally. We'll get a very nice website. You can go to hogvet.com. You'll find our website there. You'll find some information about all the different services that we offer. And then certainly you can call us up. Our office is open normal business hours, but our main office number after hours, it rings through to a veterinarian who will be more than happy to tell you about all the different things that we do. That number is 217-357-2811.
Well, thank you, and thank you for putting on this event. It's a great education item for pork producers around the world.
Yeah, we're really proud of it. Thanks for coming and being a part of it.
Thank you.